Hello and welcome to our Unit 2 overview. Unit 2 discusses writing about writing, and it's 20% of your course grade. The unit is divided into two parts. Part 2.1, Reading to Write, and Part 2.2, How and Why Writers Draft. Part 2.1, Reading to Write, contains multiple essays discussing the various ways writers read to write. Some will discuss revising, and others will discuss how writers read as a habit. You'll use these essays to make an argument about how writers read to write. And then Part 2.2, How and Why Writers Draft. In the second paper, you'll use the essays we read in 2.2 to make an argument about how and why writers draft in the ways that they describe. For Part 2.1, we'll be reading 6 essays. As you read these essays, you might want to print them out and annotate moments that discuss why and how different writers read both the work of others and their own work. All 6 of the writers we're going to read have a lot in common, but each discusses the ways that they read in slightly different ways. Your task for this unit is to determine how to use 2 of these essays in order to discuss one way writers read and why they use this way of reading. Possible claims for your Reading to Write paper could discuss why writers read so much and how reading helps them with writing, the benefits writers get from reading everything they can, the reasons writers read when they're preparing to write, the way writers read their own writing when revising. This paper's draft is going to be due on Sunday, the 27th of September at 11:59 p.m., and the final is due October 4th. The minimum word count is 1,000 words. Unit Part 2.1 has several discussion posts. Each discussion post you write in Unit 2.1 should be formatted as a short paper. You'll use these discussion posts to respond to specific Unit 2.1 readings. Use these discussion posts to craft your purpose statement or your answer to the question, why do writers read? Then, pull quotations from the article that help you explain your answer or your claim. Practicing with structure and purpose in these discussion posts will give you a chance to really develop a thoughtful purpose for your paper and become more comfortable organizing your essays. Each of your discussion posts should be a minimum of 300 words, and specific due dates are listed in the syllabus and prompts on D2L. In Part 2.2, we'll be discussing how and why writers draft. In this move, we're going to be using the essays we read to make an argument about how and why writers draft in the ways they describe. We'll be using 2 of the Unit 2.2 readings to discuss how and why writers draft. Possible claims could include that writers write messy drafts to figure out what they want to say. Writers productively procrastinate to passively brainstorm ideas for their writing, or by doing blank, writers are able to blank. Of course, you'd fill in the blanks. Your claim about why and how writers draft will come from you, but the materials, quotations you use to develop that claim will come from the essays we read in the next couple of weeks. Your Unit 2.2 discussion posts should also be formatted as a short paper. You will use these discussion posts to respond to specific Unit 2.2 readings. In these posts, you want to craft a purpose statement or a claim in answer to the question, how and why do writers draft? This answer will be based solely on the article or essay that you're reading that week. You'll pull quotations from the articles that help you explain that claim. And Practicing with structure and purpose in these discussion posts, as with Unit 2.1, will give you a chance to really develop thoughtful purposes for your why and how writers draft paper. The word minimum for these discussion posts is 300 words, and the due dates are on the syllabus and assignment prompts on D2L. The draft for your Part 2.2 paper will be due on Monday. We'll have a draft activity on Wednesday the 21st, and then the final will be due on Sunday the 25th, all at 11:59 p.m. This paper should be a minimum of 100 words. To think a little bit more about this paper, we will be doing, as I said, a draft activity on Wednesday the 21st. Once you've handed in your draft, I will tell you which activity to complete by Tuesday the 20th. There's 2 activities. One is the Padlet skeleton. This is great for using your draft to determine your purpose and generate solid bones for your paper. The Padlet skeleton modifies Peter Elbow's skeleton revision for a digital environment. If I feel that you'll benefit from this form of revision, I'll let you know on Tuesday, and I'll guide you towards that skeleton model. The cut and paste template is the other option. The cut and paste template is perfect if you have good ideas that need to be developed. The template modifies Peter Elbow's collage method into a revision tool. In this method, you cut and paste your ideas into appropriate spaces on a Microsoft Word template, and that'll show you what gaps between your draft and the template exist. And then you should start to fill those in. You can check out the Padlet skeleton and template videos, both in our Unit 2 module. The draft activity will be due on Wednesday the 21st, and again, more material about that is on the Padlet, skeleton, and template videos. That was a little discussion of Unit 2. Check the syllabus and course calendar for any updates on due dates, and as always, I'll see you in office hours or via email. Have a great day.